so proud to say that I'm clean. So proud to be just who I am.
Hello guys, it's Noelin here and welcome to Instant Trends, where we talk about daily stories and news that are trending right now. So British Nigerian boxing champ Anthony Joshua came out over the weekend to support the Black Lives Matter movement in London. He, however, got slammed on Twitter from some words from the speech he made on the day. Despite everything he said from the speech being positive, a lot of people focused on one interesting sentence from the speech. So what is this comment everyone is raging about? The sentence read, "Abstain from spending your money in their shop and economies and invest in black-owned businesses." So a lot of Twitter users found this line offensive, pointing out that the white community fund his career, his lifestyle and endorsements. Some of these tweets were so horrible, despite everything he said during his speech being positive. But before we show you some of these tweets, let's have a look at this well-written speech that was given to him and what Anthony Joshua read.
Well done for organising such a prosperous and motivating event today. It was just done off of like a conversation in a WhatsApp group that has brought us all together here today. So well done for the boys as well, the Watford Alliance boys, well done. Please can we get a round of applause for them as well, please? And also, as I've heard, it's not like black versus white, black versus Asian, black versus Indian. It's a matter of the African and Caribbean community, 100%. And I'm proud of everyone that's here, and I appreciate the people that aren't from that heritage coming together and supporting our cause. So that's first and foremost. Thank you so much. So here we have a few words from my friend Reese Tim. Oh, it's not Reese Tim. Who is it? Oh, Reese Fatal. Okay, Reese Fatal. Me and him used to get up to a lot of mischief when we were younger. And you can never judge a man for who he once was. As you said, it's not what you do, it's who you are. So here we have from Fatal Reese. Today we join many thousands of protesters in the UK and many hundreds of thousands across the globe. We stand united against the virus that has been instrumental in taking lives. Lives of the young, old, rich and even poor. A virus that is not apologetic, a virus that spreads across all sectors of our communities, sports, education, churches, entertainment, the media and even the government. Not just in the UK, but across the world. The virus has been declared a pandemic. It is out of control. And I'm not actually talking about COVID-19. The virus I'm referring to is called racism. How long are we going to allow racism to spread through our communities? And right now we are in the community and affect our lives without using the vaccine you already have in your possession. What is the possession? Me and you. You are the vaccine. I am the vaccine. We can no longer, from today onwards, be proud. We can no longer sit back and remain silent on the senseless, unlawful killing, sly racism of another human being based only on what? Their skin color. We need to speak out in peaceful demonstrations, just like today, so well done Watford. Inject the vaccine. We must not use a demonstration for selfish motives and turn it into rioting and looting. We need to be united in non-violent demonstrations, show them where it hurts, abstain from spending your money in their shops and in economies and invest in black-owned businesses. And that's for all communities. If you want to uplift yourself, invest in your own businesses. We have to engage with the youth, I completely agree with that, and put an end to black youth gang culture. I'm going to be real with you about gang culture. I'm down to ride 100%, but what you have to realise is done. It is done, trust me. Unless you want to be sitting in jail, spending years upon years of your only life that you have, thinking about, yeah, they can lock the locks, but they can't stop the clocks. That's all done because there's too much cameras, too much intelligence. All the OGs that I know are telling me, bro, it's finished. It's finished. Gang life is finished. And that's what we're saying. I know that I'm not promoting no gangster business. I'm a legit, straightforward hustler. That's just in my DNA and in my blood. But I know I've taken my street knowledge and put it into the corporate world, and I've gained a lot of respect in that sense. So anyway, gang culture is done. So where was I? We have to engage with the youth and put an end to black youth gang culture. This postcode war. How many houses do we own on that postcode that we're fighting for? Let's inject the vaccine. Every life matters. 100% I agree with that. But that does include black lives, and that's why we're here today. George Floyd, we're all aware of his name. was the catalyst in a list that is already way, way, way too long. But ask yourself a question. How does the looting for the latest flat screen TV help him or his family? How does burning down shops and taking another life stop the virus from spreading? And remember, the virus we're talking about is racism. Killing a person outright is unforgivable, but stripping them of their human rights, oppressing them, mocking them, insulting them, placing glass ceilings above them just because of what? Their skin color, is just a slower way of killing them and taking the life out of their soul. We must unite as the human race, and that's what we're doing here today. So once again, thank you very much. We must not remain silent. And I know a lot of people here, you know, sometimes it's hard to talk out against racism. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up in Meriden Estate, but people knew not of me anyway. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're growing up in it, like, I'm a minority there anyway, but I went about getting my own respect. It's now one of them things where you have to feel a bit awkward. If you want to joke about who I am, where I come from, my heritage, my lips, my nose, my eyes, my skin, the food I eat, don't really feel too comfortable around me anyway. I'm not too sure about anyone else, but don't feel too comfortable around me trying to joke about that stuff, because I'm proud of who I am. And if you would like to know about my heritage, you ask rather than belittling it. So that's first and foremost, that's important. And as the young lady said, don't ask to touch her hair and stuff like that. So we are saying we must unite as a human race. We must not remain silent. Just as the government introduced measures to COVID-19, rate of R to below 1, we must do the same and use our vaccine to reduce the rate of infection of what? Of racism. Exactly. By your actions, use the vaccine. By your words, use what? By your mindset, use what? We are the vaccine. We are the vaccine. So that was a few words from my friend Reese, who couldn't make it here today. So thank you all for listening, but I hope you can all take something away from today, whether it's individually or community-wise. So these are my own words. I didn't really plan anything. I'm not really into the public speaking stuff unless it's like a question and answer type of thing. So the reason why I haven't gone to like Hyde Park or stuff like that, because I feel like I can go out there and I'm going to definitely march and stand with my people. But then I felt like I was always going to come back to my own community and there's always going to be the same issues that remain. So I thought I'm going to stand with my brothers here and my sisters here and say, we need to kind of just come together as the African Caribbean community and try like talk about some of our own solutions. I'm not going to say issues because it's too much of a negative word, because I'm trying to find solutions. So, you know, amongst me and my brothers, I'm all about like economic change. I'm all about the money. I've always been that way since I was a young kid, which is a language that everyone understands, is getting to the money. So with that being said, we have the mayor and the councillor here, right? What else I find interesting is we need more African Caribbean people in the police force to understand our culture so they don't have to racially profile us. So that's another subject for another day. But Mr. Councillor.
So as you can see, most of the lines from this speech are all positive. So why did people focus on this one little thing that might hurt his career? Anthony Joshua has responded to the backlash, and here is what he had to say. So that's AJ's reply to the backlash and comments like this on Twitter. Preaching about equal rights, but you're taking paychecks from Saudi Arabia. Hypocrisy comes in many shapes and colors. I will invest my next £25 PPV in a white boxer. Remember who pays your wages, cause it ain't black people. Let's just stop right there. You know what? I'll leave some of the positive comments up here too. The 30-year-old was on crutches and wore a large leg brace while attending the protest in his hometown of Watford. Addressing why he is on crutches, he said he injured his knee while running in the woods. We guess that's part of his form of keeping fit, and it has nothing to do with the protesters or what's going on right now. Anthony Joshua, regardless of his career, has always supported the black community. So what are your thoughts? Do you think AJ did the right thing by picking up that speech written by someone else to read it out loud to the public?
Hey, I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, it's like work, killing, trying to blast myself. I'm trying to be important, even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a place to stay. crutches.
Do you find anything wrong in the speech he made, especially those lines? Or do you think he could have brought his own speech or spoke from his heart? Let us know on the comment section down below. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.